What's good, everybody? SG Scouts back with another video. Today we're taking a look at Daxton Hill, the star safety out of Michigan, one of the top guys in this year's draft. But before we get into it, please make sure to leave your evaluation in the comments. I love reading your guys' thoughts on these players, and then also let me know who you want to see in the next video. So without further ado, let's get it going. Here we are, first play against Rutgers. They basically have a 4-by-0 formation, so you're probably looking at either an inside zone to the weak side or some sort of screen pass to the number one receiver, and the latter actually does happen. And Daxton Hill's in the slot, basically the closest guy to the line of scrimmage from the second level, so he's the key guy they need to block. You'll see they'll basically have a double team on him off the snap, and then a very tough position for him, but he's a tough player. You know, he does it all for this Michigan defense. You're gonna see he's gonna fight through both of these blocks. You know, one tight end receiver makes the play, minimal gain. That's the kind of toughness you want to see in your safety. Now we're going to see basically almost the same play, except it's going to be a fake, and the two blockers are actually going to turn into vertical routes, and the screen guy is going to stay there. Daxton's in zone coverage. That's where I like him best. He's just so fluid, extremely disciplined, and he makes these throwing lanes so small because he closes in on receivers so quickly. So what's going to happen here is actually Daxton's going to cover the flat. As he sees the screen, he sniffs it out, but stays disciplined, doesn't bite too hard. And he does well to close off any quick passes to either the vertical guys. He's basically giving 7-8 yards of distance here to that screen guy, covering the verticals, and then he has the speed to close in on the number one receiver and create a minimal gain. Here we are on the goal line. I think this play is a perfect example of the mental processing that Hill possesses and just shows how active he is in coverage. As 3-by-0 formation here for Rutgers, and the number two guy who Hill is covering is about a yard behind the number one guy on the outside, and I think this is a tell for him that there's probably going to be a pick play, which ends up happening, and Hill covers it perfectly, but he keeps his eyes on the quarterback. He's aware of his surroundings, and he jumps the underneath route, creates a pass deflection. Just immaculate processing. And with his diverse skill set, offenses just don't know how to game plan for him. He's lined up in the slot. You'll see he's going to creep up off the edge, and just the speed to get there. Gets there so quickly. Creates an incompletion. Quarterback had no chance. One-on-one man coverage is also a plus area for him. Michigan running a cover one robber. This receiver is going to be running a corner route, so Hill has help on the inside. All he has to watch is for those out-breaking routes, and they're coming right at him. This Wisconsin play is designed to target Hill, and you'll see that Hill tells them no, as he stays patient with his feet, calm, and then push off at the top of the route. Still has the athleticism to recover, as you see the distance that the receiver creates at the top of the route, but Hill just so athletic, closes it, incompletion. Here Daxton's going to show a masterclass in baiting quarterbacks and reading their eyes, as Nebraska's going to be running some short routes, and then they're going to have the seam with the tight end who Daxton is lined up against here, basically as a weak side linebacker. I mean, Michigan just put him wherever, and he's going to show the quarterback an underneath zone, but then he's going to read the concept, sees no routes coming to him, crosses the face of the tight end at the perfect time, and then just crazy ball skills to get that interception. You'll see what the quarterback's looking at this point. Daxton took a step back, to cover that outside receiver as well. So at this point, this receiver looks open, but Daxton closes again so quickly with the athleticism, and then great ball skills as well. Here we are, basically last play of the game. Less than a minute left. Nebraska's 4th and 10. Daxton lined up in man coverage. Sort of a similar alignment to what we saw on that Rutgers goal line play, and then it's also going to be a pick play, and you'll see how quickly Daxton realizes this, shows off the foot speed, and just takes a great angle to cut off this receiver, stays physical with him, cuts off the throwing lane, and then just great ball skills, turns his head around, and that's just a very impressive rep on an island on the biggest play of the game. And it shows how much Michigan trusted him in coverage. Now to give my final thoughts and summarize what we learned in the video today, I definitely think Daxton Hill has first round level value as a prospect. He can cover slot receivers, outside guys, tight ends. He's physical, he can blow up screenplays, you can use him as a blitzer. You know, he really does it all. I think his best trait is probably his mental processing. You really see that shine in zone coverage. He passes off guys so effortlessly and just so quick to close in on passing lanes. Makes it really tough on the quarterback, and also has great ball skills. I think the one thing that brings him down a bit is his size, and I think that's why he's not talked about as a guy that's going to go in the top half of the first round. That's why he's not compared to a guy like Kyle Hamilton, who's considered a blue chip prospect. But as far as just on the field stuff, you know, no combine stuff, I think he's a very good player, and I think he will be a star for whatever NFL team picks him. But that's all from me for today. Please make sure to let me know what you think of him after seeing this video, and also let me know who you want to see in the next film session. And yeah, I'm out.